What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be making a video on something different than the DSM. It's my daily driver. It's a 2000 Mustang GT, and we're going to be doing the clutch cable on it because I replaced it about I want to say like 3 months ago, and well, 3 or 4 months ago actually, because the old one was falling apart, broken, and I put an aftermarket fully adjustable one on it. And that's, I don't know, there's something wrong with it. It's like it's almost like the cable's pinched because it's not fully releasing even though the pedal's fully in, and as I'll show you in a second, it's fully adjusted out. And I'll show you guys how to change the cables on these cars because they're cable clutches instead of having like a hydraulic slave cylinder or anything like that. It's just a cable straight from the pedal. Normally there's a plastic quadrant, but I have a metal quadrant in mine, and from there it goes to the clutch fork on the tranny, and that's how your clutch works. But here, I'll show you how. See right here, you can see I have it almost fully adjusted out. I'm sure it can go farther out, but the cable's bad, so there's no point in stressing it even more. But I had originally bought it from O'Reilly's, and I know I gotta fix valve cover gaskets too. That'll be a video coming. But I bought it from O'Reilly's, and it's a BBK fully adjustable cable, and I thought it was going to be great and everything, but really, I mean, it's not. And then reading on forums online as well, people are saying that don't go with the adjustables, just go with the OEM Ford cable, which I'm basically going to be doing that, except I'm taking it back to O'Reilly's and just getting a factory style OEM cable. So it's not a factory Ford cable, because then I'd have to wait a couple days, but I'm gonna get an OEM spec cable, I guess you could call it, and we'll be putting that in. So all right, I'm just gonna start tearing her down and show you guys every bit of it. All right, guys, I got that little tiny 8mm out. It's almost like a self-tapper style. So now this bracket's all loose. So now we just gotta go under the car and get the cable loose, which I can show you guys. I just gotta grab a pry bar. Here's the DSM. Yeah, this guy should work. But let's see. Oh, I'm gonna have to be further up. Okay. Alright, we'll try right here. Alright, so I don't know if you guys see this. If not, I'll get some light. Okay, you guys can. Basically, all you're gonna want to do is take this pry bar and sorry guys, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Pry backwards on it. Alright, so just like that. I mean, you guys probably won't struggle as bad as I did because I did it one-handed, but then you just gotta get something to, like a little flathead screwdriver or something, get in here, pry this this clip down, and then you just the cable pulls right out. And then once you do that, you pull the whole cable out. Like now that this is loose, I can go inside, pull the cable off the quadrant, and I'll show you guys that process. Alright guys, so the process inside the car, let me try to get my flashlight here. It's actually pretty simple. Even with the plastic quadrant, it's pretty easy. just on this one, you don't have to reset it anywhere. It doesn't click into place or anything like that. Here's my flashlight. All right. So inside here, let's see. Okay, so up here is my metal quadrant. They give you 2 spacers, a little clip. Let me try to get my light more focused on it. Okay, so now you can see my quadrant up there. This guy. So my cable's up on the top here. So all I'm gonna do, now that it's loose, just push. Okay. Now I don't know if you guys can see that cable. It's all loose now. So you just take that. It's just ran in the grooves of the quadrant. So just gotta keep messing with it and it'll come out. And then there, it's done. Now it's in the other end. And all I gotta do there is pull it through the firewall. All right, guys. So there's actually 10 mil down here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's this guy right here. Actually, I think it's an 8, not a 10. But that just holds the cable on the bracket to the frame. So I gotta take that off, and then we will go underneath the vehicle. All right, so now all you gotta do is pull it through the firewall, like I was saying. See how I had it pretty much fully adjusted? Like, there's some threads right there, but it was pretty much maxed out, and this cable is just junk. Yeah, I can feel it right now getting caught. But then you just pretty much want to pull it all the way up. I guess it's caught on something. Go in here. Oh, that's right, we gotta do that clip. All right, I'll get a flathead and we'll do that clip. All right, I didn't find a flathead, but I found this pick. Probably good enough. We're gonna crawl under it and see if we can get that clip. All right, so. Okay, there's that clip I was talking about. Just goes right onto the tranny. Then your whole cable assembly sneaks out, just like that. There. Now we should be able to pull it out through the top. Or not. Maybe give her a little extra. There we go. Okay. All right, there's my junk BBK clutch cable. But something is wrong with it to where it's got a lot of pressure in here. Maybe when it's bent too much, I don't know, but something with it is bad, and it's causing it basically to not do what it wants to do. I mean, this is, I guess, is adjusted all the way in. But yeah, maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. But we're just gonna go with the OEM non-adjustable cable, and I'm gonna run to O'Reilly's right now, and then I'll be back with you guys. It's almost dark now, but finally got the new clutch cable. It's just a regular OE, so it's not adjustable, which is what I wanted. but had to wait for O'Reilly's to freaking get it. It took forever. They said they'd have it by 2, and then they ended up not having it by 2, and I had it by 5. So whatever, we have it now. But I just got to get a flathead or something to. I gotta take one of the parts off on the cable, and then we should be good to go to install it, I would think. I would hope. Alright, so on the new cable, I don't need this guy here that spins to bolt it into the firewall, because on the new, or on my adjustable quadrant, which I believe is still up here, yes, that bolts into the firewall. So then I just bolt that into the firewall, and this little guy goes into it. But I gotta somehow get these tabs off of it, and I'm not sure how. So I'm just gonna try to clip them, but it's not seeming like it's gonna work. Alright guys, so let's see. I was able just to file them down enough by hand in order to get it off. But there's the piece that I needed off, and this was on here. But let me see now if that's gonna fit into the quadrant piece. Otherwise I'll have to sand it off more, which it's not a big deal. So this piece doesn't have those slots in it, so I don't know if it will, but it might. Yeah, it's not gonna work because those tabs are too big, so that sucks. All right, well, I'm just gonna have to sand these tabs down a little bit more because they're still sticking out just a little bit. So I'll get back when that's done. All right, guys. So I got it shaved down enough, so now it slides right over like it's supposed to, just like that. So now we're ready to install it. So let's get on that. Alright guys, so getting it back in the car, I'm actually going to start from the bottom. So I'm just going to try to feed this down the best I can. Oh god. The best I can one-handedly. If I can. Alright, so you just put this in that hole, just like that. Cable comes out, and let me see if I can get my flashlight closer down here. There you go, now you can see. Alright, so we have this down here. Remember our clip that we took off in the beginning? That's got to go back on right here. Make sure it's fully on. There, heard it click. This is gonna go, actually that's gonna go on last, so we're not gonna put that on yet onto the clutch fork. Oh yeah, can't forget this guy. Alright, so this guy here is just the bracket that we had on the other one that was holding it. So that's gotta go back on. Alright guys, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's bolted on. Yeah, you can see the little bolt down there. Now we just have to put it in the firewall. So all I'm gonna do for that is get my quadrant, which is right here. Basically what I'm gonna do is fully turn it in, because we'll adjust it after. So now that has got to go in, which are the 2 screws I put right here. So now that goes in there like that. a screwdriver. Alright, so now that I got the firewall adjuster in there, we're gonna put this guy through here. Just like that. There we go, now that's in there. It's routed nicely, brackets on. So there should be no binding. Should be right there. Okay. That guy's in. So now the cable's in the quadrant. And just feel up on top, since you really won't be able to see, honestly. And make sure that it's in there, which it is. I can feel it. Alright, you take the bottom, force it through there. Let's see, I gotta... Alright, so right here, push the clutch in. This is just testing. It's in neutral. Make sure you don't test it in gear, because you could not have it fully adjusted out, which would suck. But yeah, and then test it, make sure it goes in gear just fine, which mine does in all gears, and reverse. You just shift in first, and you want to see how far it takes till it grabs, which I'm moving now, which as you can see here. And you can watch the RPM drop too. See? And that's only like, I would say that's only like a quarter off the, or quarter. That's only like an inch or two, maybe 3 inches off of the floor of releasing the clutch. And that's normally what you want. I think Ford recommends you have 3 inches from the floor to the bottom of the clutch pedal. I know that's what she said. But I believe this is good right here where I have it adjusted. It's not making a whining noise. Like sometimes if you have it too loose, your throttle bearing, or your throw out bearing will be sitting there rattling. Oh, I actually hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But I guess I need to adjust it a little bit more, and that'll stop that from that like just vibrating noise of your throw out bearing. So I think we are done today, now that it's dark out. But I'm gonna go on a test drive and make sure that it's good. But this feels so much better than that that BBK one I had in here. That was so bad. It was really bad. It made the pedals so hard to push in, and when I took it out, the cable was actually fraying. But all right, guys. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's how you install a clutch cable. Well, I think it's 98 to 2004 Ford Mustang GTs. I would think it's the same on the V6s. I'm not sure. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's pretty simple install, especially if you haven't already aftermarket quadrant and firewall adjuster. If you don't have one of those, I would recommend it, just because it makes it a lot easier. But I mean, it's not too bad. Mine took me all day because O'Reilly's really screwed me over on when my stuff was going to be here. But if you don't have to deal with that, you already got the cable in your hands at your house, ready to go. It's gonna be easy. Basically, maybe if you've never done it before, you know, like an hour you know, since you're not filming and everything. Filming, you know, adds some time to everything. But yeah, I would say without filming, if you're new to it and everything, like I would say an hour at most. You could probably get it done. If you know what you're doing and you're experienced, you've worked on cars before, I would say, you know, half hour easy, if not faster. So definitely could have got it done a lot faster. And sorry if this is a long video, kind of all over the place, and the camera angles might have not been too good in this video, but hopefully they were good enough for you guys to understand how to do it. But now I'm just mumbling on, so I'm gonna end the video here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content like this. The Mustang will be on the channel more often, and always thank you guys for watching.